Hey everyone, welcome to your Hawt Mess Yoga class. Grab a block and I will see you on your mats. All right everyone, let's get started in your least favorite pose, Shavasana. Begrudgingly make your way down onto your back. Take a second to get comfortable though. Adjust your clothing, any props that you'd like to use today. And our class is in all levels today, so listen out for ways to back out of something or ways to go a little bit deeper. But wherever you are, listen to your body. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. And explore what is touching the floor first. What feels rooted and grounded and relaxed. And the areas of the body that are exposed to the air invite a feeling of lightness, floating. Because that's really where we're going to be playing today, is that idea of duality in our practice, but using it to your advantage. One of my favorite quotes does come from the Avatar series. The greatest illusion of all is the illusion of separation. Start to bring your knees into your chest. Option to rock a little bit right and left, massage out your low back. Take this into happy baby and grab for what's easiest first, whether that's your hamstrings, calves, or feet. Use your biceps to really help pull your knees in towards your armpit area today. And exhale, supine figure 4. Connect your right ankle to your left quad. And here's where you can start to build. You can always place your left foot onto the mat or parallel your shin. If you really want to get in there though, use your right hand to press your inner right knee away from your body, as much as you encourage your left hand to draw your thigh in closer towards your chest. Now there's always little room for interpretation here. So take a version that helps get into your hip without straining the body. Slowly begin to release out and take this into your supine figure 4 with your left ankle to your right quad. And notice which hip might have a different reaction. And going back into that idea that even though it looks like, oh, it should feel the same way, once you get in there, you feel the difference. So if you need to use your left hand to press your knee away to just get a little bit more, please do so. Begin to draw your knees back into your chest. Start to rock and roll up to a seat. I'll turn and face you so that you can see what's going on here. Come into Sukhasana, easy seat. You'll crisscross at your shins. Inhale, reach your right arm up and overhead and place your right hand onto your left temple and allow your right ear to drop down to your shoulder. Now, option 1, stay here. Option 2, begin to stretch your left fingertips down to touch towards the floor. You can also explore tucking your chin closer down towards your chest or looking up a little bit more to your ceiling. Just navigate through the neck. Linger where it feels like a good stretch. Begin to lift your left arm up in line with your shoulder and reach your left arm back to the wall behind you and sweep it forward to the front. So imagine you're opening up a really giant shower curtain with your left arm. Challenge yourself to keep your wrist up in line with your shoulder and your right ear still drop down towards your shoulder area. Take a little bit of time here to help open up. Release your head down. Plant your hands onto your knees. Inhale, seated cow. Look up at the ceiling and use your palms into your knees to help push your chest forward. And if it feels good, rock your head right and left. Open up across your chest and throat. And slowly return your head back to neutral. Lift your left arm up and overhead. Place your hand onto your right temple. And if it felt good on the other side, begin to lengthen your right fingertips down towards the floor. And encourage your left ear closer down towards your shoulder. Option again to play rolling your chin closer towards your chest or looking up at the ceiling. And you might surprise yourself. Notice a habit in your neck if you tend to have more strain on one side of the neck or the other. Begin to lift your right arm up in line with your shoulder and do that same motion with your arm, opening and closing that imaginary shower curtain. Lift your right wrist up in line with your shoulder. Keep that same tuck of your left ear down. Roll your chin back to center, place your palms onto your knees. Inhale, seated cow. Pinch your shoulder blades together, look up at the ceiling now. Exhale, seated cat, curl through your spine. Start to flow, inhale, look up. Exhale, dome through your back. And as you're going through these motions, continue to hug your core nice and tight into your low back, just to really help stretch out through the vertebra. Come back to a neutral spine and take this into your tabletop position. Line up your shoulders over your wrists, press down into your shins, begin to straighten your right leg out behind you and lift your heel up in line with your hip. Reach your left arm forward. If that feels comfortable, take a long breath in. Exhale, elbow to knee, squeeze in. Inhale, straighten out. Exhale, pull in. Now, as you're going at your own pace, continue to rotate your right hip flexor to face the floor and press up through your low back. Finish out this last set and begin to release your knee and palm down to the floor. And if you'd like to wiggle out your right wrist, go ahead. But as soon as you are ready, extend your left leg back behind you, lift your heel up in line with your hip, and extend your right arm forward if it felt comfortable on the other side. Breathe in, exhale, elbow to knee. And as you're going through this, shift some weight over towards the left side of the room just to keep your right hip over your right knee. Hug through your inner thighs, and as you extend out, aim to get your arm up in line with your ear. Give this one more full set, then start to release. And if it feels good, wiggle out your left wrist. As soon as you are ready though, come into your downward facing dog. You might need to adjust some distance between your hands and feet. Take a second, pedal out your legs, shake your head yes and no, etc. And let's get back into that idea of playing with the duality of our yoga poses. Hunker down into your hands and feet and begin to hover your right hand just a couple inches off the floor. Bring it back down. Lift your left hand a few inches off the mat. Bring it down. Lift the right foot just a little bit off the floor. Settle it back down and swap it out for the left foot a few inches off the mat. Now appreciate having all four limbs on the floor and lift your right foot, left hand. Drop it back down, switch it out. Left foot, right hand pulls off the floor. Awesome, lower it back down. Take a second here with your hands and feet on the floor and exhale, step forward into your ragdoll. Feel free to interlace at the nape of your neck or grab for opposite elbows. But enjoy having both feet on the mat. Let your head hang heavy and very slowly roll yourself up to your standing position. Do a little shrug of your shoulders at the top. Gather your hands to your heart. Take a moment though to focus on your why. And I invite you to play with duality. Every action has an equal and opposite. Inhale, mountain, circle your arms up and overhead. Drill down into your heels, keep your feet hip-width distance if they're not already, and vacuum seal your low belly into your low back. Grab a hold of your left wrist, exhale, side bend to the right. Now right away, start to lift up your left leg laterally over towards the side of the room. So as much as you're lifting up your heel, drop to the right. Come back to center, grab a hold of your right wrist, exhale, side bend to the left. As the torso starts to drop to the left, lift the right foot up. Flex your toes, hug in through the core. Inhale, mountain back to center. Exhale, back bend, goal post your arms. Squeeze through your glutes and core. Inhale, mountain, reach back up. Exhale, forward fold, drop your head down, look between your shins. Inhale, halfway lift, elongate through your mid-spine. Exhale, chaturanga, start in your high plank. Lower midway down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, curl back over your heels, down dog. Let's give that a moment and keep playing with our balance. Come to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Keep your feet hip-width distance. Inhale, mountain. Circle your arms up and overhead. Exhale, side bend to the right. Lift your left foot up. Inhale, come back to center. Switchy, switchies. Exhale, side bend left. Keep working up through your right foot. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, back bend. Thrust your hips forward. Inhale, mountain. Dive up. Exhale, forward fold. Glide your head down. Inhale, halfway lift. Pin your shoulder blades together. Exhale, step or hop, chaturanga. Just a reminder that you can always do the push-up on your knees or skip it whenever you need. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Travel to the front, feet hip width. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, mountain, and right away grab your left wrist. Exhale, side bend the torso to the right. Lift the left foot up. Inhale, back to center. Squeeze your tush. Exhale, side bend to the left. Pull the low belly deep. Inhale, mountain, come on up. Exhale, back bend. Roll your chin high. Inhale, mountain, stretch. Exhale, forward fold. Stay firm in your core. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Spread out your fingers. Lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Let's give that a hot second. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Drop down to a seat. And let's get into some car. When thou art ready, start to recline down onto your spine, which is French for spine. Draw your knees into your chest. Extend your legs up to the ceiling. Separate your feet about 6 inches or so. Plant your hands onto your thighs. Now push into your legs without letting the legs move and feel how that fires up your thigh muscles. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. Turn your palms to face each other. Squeeze your armpit muscles in. Inhale, begin to drop your arms and legs away from each other. Stay firm in your low back. Exhale, lift back up to center. Lift your shoulder blades up and try to reach to your toes. Lower your shoulders down, then slowly begin to drop your arms and legs. Lift back to center. Hover your shoulder blades off the floor. Now keep going. Inhale, extend your arms and legs away from each other. Exhale, pike yourself back up. Lift your shoulder blades last. Lower down your shoulders. And inhale, extend your arms and legs away from each other. Keep it going. Don't worry about how many of these you end up doing. As you're extending outward, feel your upper arm bones and thigh bones pulling back into their sockets. And as you're lifting your shoulders, drill your low belly down into the floor. Keep going with this. As you inhale, reach. And as you exhale, squeeze and lift. Give this one more full shot. Inhale, lengthen the arms and legs away. Exhale, pull back to center. Lift the shoulder blades off the floor and lower everything down. Great job. Oh my God, I cannot tell you how hard those are for me. Create a figure 4 with your right ankle to your left quad. Left heel to the floor this time. Breathe in. Exhale, lift and twist. Inhale, drop. Exhale, left elbow to your right knee. Now keep it going. And the reason why your left foot is on the floor for this one is to help push the left heel back to the wall behind you as much as you feel your left sits bone dragging forward towards your heel. Open your elbows up nice and wide. Rotate through the spine and keep working your core in nice and tight. You've got 2 more. Aim to get a little bit higher and press your right knee forward. Good. Lower down. Don't even think about it. Start to switch out the legs. Supine figure 4. Exhale, twist. Good. Inhale, lift the shoulders. Exhale, rotate right elbow towards the left knee. An easy way to try to help keep your hips in line with each other, line up your kneecaps with each other. Now for some of you that's not going to work, especially if you have really tight hips, but it's the intention behind the movement. Work your outer glutes in tight to the bone. Rotate through your side body. Last 2. Final 1. Squeeze your glutes, lift yourself up and lower down. Take a good morning stretch. So straighten your arms, straighten your legs. Then hold here, separate your feet about mat width distance, flex your feet and press down into your heels. Begin to hover your right hand and your left heel a few inches off the floor. Test the waters, see how that goes. Drop them down and switch it out. Left hand, right heel floats off the floor. Now start to flow with it. Exhale, right arm, left leg. Switch, lift the left arm, right leg. Now keep it going. Opposite arm, opposite leg, hikes up to the ceiling. You get to explore how high you lift your arm and leg. Some days it feels really challenging just to hover a few inches. Other days it feels crazy hard to try to get up there as high as possible. But wherever you're at though, whichever arm leg is staying on the floor, really push down into it. If you're looking for advancement, lift both arms up as you reach towards the foot. Either way, squeeze down deep into your low belly. Keep working the arm bones down into the shoulders as you go through. Exhale, release, take a counter stretch that feels good for you and your body. Begin to rock and roll up to a seat, and from your seat, crisscross at your ankles and go through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. From down dog, breathe and look forward. Exhale, travel to where you're looking. Keep your feet hip width distance, about 2 fists between the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair, squat down, reach your arms up. Look down at your toes and make sure that your heels are still in line with your toes. Pull the knees back over the ankle joints. Lengthen through your back. Extend out long through the fingertips and make sure that your low back isn't arching. Exhale, airplane arms. Sweep your arms back behind you, and today, turn your palms to face the ceiling and try to get your thumbs in close. Inhale, single leg mountain. Lift your left knee up to the ceiling. Line up your knee with your hip. Exhale, figure 4 chair. Take your left ankle to your right quad. Sit down into the seat. Line up your knees with each other. Prioritize keeping your sits bones level, so notice if one hip is really dumping down, stay up with the left glute. Inhale, single leg mountain, lift back up. Listen here, exhale, chair with airplane arms, sit right back down. Switch it out, inhale, single leg mountain, lift the right knee up to the ceiling. Flatten your low back, tuck in your low belly. Exhale, figure 4 chair, right ankle stacks onto the left quad. Push your hips back as you start to sit down. So again, pay attention. Notice if your low back is arching. Direct your pelvic region, your business section, wink, wink, up to the ceiling. Line up your thumbs with your sternum. Inhale, single leg mountain, stand tall. Exhale, forward fold, drop your head down towards your shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, step or hop to the back of your mat. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, stretch your right leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, low lunge, travel your foot between your hands. Rotate your right glute to the back left corner. Inhale, crescent, high lunge. Lift your arms up and overhead. Dig down into your right heel. Float up long through your left hip. Listen here, left arm is going to stay where it is. Breath in. Exhale, crescent, airplane, arm. So left arm is still extending forward. Sweep the right arm back behind you and find all this beautiful length from your left heel shooting out through the left fingertips. Inhale, single leg mountain, switch out the arms. Take a long breath here. Exhale, twisted eagle. So wrap your left thigh over your right like normal, but from here, cross your right arm over your body onto your left thigh. And like what we did earlier in class, reach the left arm back behind you, turn your palm towards the right side of the room. Inhale, single leg mountain. You can lift both arms up to the ceiling. Left arm is going to stay long. Exhale, crescent, airplane, just the right arm sweeps back. Inhale, crescent, lift your right arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, chaturanga, plant your palms. Yeah, so today's class is kind of like Simon Says does yoga. Basically, whichever leg is long, that arm is also going to stay long. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, low lunge, take a second, press down into your left booty. Inhale, crescent, both arms up to the ceiling. Hug your outer hip muscles in tight. Plug the upper arm bones down into the shoulder socket area. Right arm will stay. Exhale, crescent, half airplane, shoot the left fingertips back. Stretch the rib cage to lengthen from the hips. Inhale, single leg mountain. Switch out the arms. Right knee up, left arm up. Take a long breath in. Exhale, twisted eagle. Wrap the right thigh on top. Start to turn your chest to the right. Like you're throwing discus, lift your right arm up to the ceiling. Fire up through your inner thighs. Use your left elbow to twist your chest over to the right. Inhale, single leg mountain. Both arms can lift up. Exhale, crescent airplane. Keep stretching up through the right arm. Sweep the left arm back. Inhale, regular crescent. Both arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, chaturanga. Plant your hands, lower down. And hopefully you're feeling a little bit of a mental challenge with this today as well, of what arm goes where. Oh my God. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, forward fold. Start to travel your way to the top of your mat. And I recommend keeping your feet hip width distance again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair, sit down, pull the knees back. Exhale, airplane arms, palms face the ceiling today. Inhale, single leg mountain, left knee up to the ceiling. Exhale, figure four chair, connect the ankle to the quad, line up the sits bones. Inhale, single leg mountain, stand tall. Exhale, chair with airplane arms, sit right back down. Inhale, single leg mountain, right knee up to the ceiling. Exhale, figure four chair, push down into your standing heel. Inhale, single leg mountain, reach and rise. Exhale, forward fold, let your head drop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, plant your palms, lower midway down. Inhale, upward facing, stretch the chest. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent, squeeze your thighs, left arm stays. Exhale, crescent, airplane, bow the chest. Inhale, single leg mountain, switch your arms. Exhale, twisted eagle, left thigh on top, twist the chest to the right. Inhale, single leg mountain, both arms can lift. Exhale, crescent airplane, keep stretching up through the left arm. Inhale, crescent, lift your right arm and chest. Exhale, chaturanga, plant your hands. Lower down, inhale, upward facing, roll up through the chin and chest. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, low lunge, firm through your core. Inhale, crescent, both arms up. Right arm stays. Exhale, crescent airplane, bow the chest forward. Inhale, single leg mountain, switch the arms. Exhale, twisted eagle, left elbow towards the right thigh. Inhale, single leg mountain, pull yourself up. Exhale, crescent airplane, shoot the left arm back. Inhale, crescent, arms up. Exhale, chaturanga, plant your palms. Lower down, inhale, upward facing, broaden through your chest. Exhale, down dog. All right, listen for some changes at the end here. Breathe and look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat, feet hip width distance. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair, squat down, reach your arms up. Exhale, airplane arms, stay tight in your low belly. Inhale, single leg mountain, left knee up to the ceiling. Exhale, figure four chair, line up your sits bones with each other. Inhale, single leg mountain, stretch tall. Exhale, chair, airplane arms. Inhale, single leg, lift the right knee up to the ceiling. Exhale, figure four chair, sit down deep. Inhale, single leg mountain, lift. Exhale, forward fold, drop your head, firm your thighs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, step or hop to the back of the space. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent, both arms float up to the ceiling. Exhale, crescent airplane, sweep the right arm back. Inhale, single leg mountain, right arm lifts up. Exhale, twisted eagle, turn the chest to the left. Now here's where we change. Inhale, single leg mountain. Bring your hands to your heart. Shoulders stay over the hips. Take a long breath in. Exhale, horse. Swing your left shin to the back of the mat. Take a second, dance into it. Steer your knees open to your second and third toe. Now push down hard into your heels. Inhale, star. Straighten your arms, straighten your legs. Take up some space. Exhale, warrior two. Point your front toes to the top of the mat, left toes to the side. Draw your shoulders in, take a second, feel free to bounce into your front knee. Inhale, reverse warrior, recommit to the lunge in your front leg. Reach up long through your right fingertips. Take a long breath in, exhale, chaturanga. Plant your palms, lower down, inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. One more time. Inhale, kick your left heel up to the ceiling. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent, tighten through your low belly. Exhale, crescent airplane, left arm back. Inhale, single leg mountain, lift the left arm. Exhale, twisted eagle, turn your chest to the right. Inhale, single leg mountain, pull your body up. Hands to heart, hold here. Exhale, horse. Swing the right shin back to the wall behind you. Dance as much as you need until you're ready to sit down. Inhale, reach just your arms up and overhead. And exhale, goddess back bend. Inhale, star. Straighten everything back out. Exhale, warrior two. Line up your front heel with your back arch. Draw your shoulder blades in tight. Inhale, reverse warrior. Option for the back hand to rest onto the left thigh. Breathe in and exhale, chaturanga. Windmill your arms down to the floor. Lower halfway, inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. From down dog, stretch your chest back towards your shins and exhale, forward fold. Grab a block. You might need it, you might not. Let's see what happens. And take this into twisted warrior. Crisscross your right thigh over your left, aiming to line up your toes with each other. Firm through your inner thighs. Rotate your right glute back to the back left corner of your mat. And as much as you feel your shin pushing into your calf, let your calf press right back into the shin. Begin to spider crawl your hands and chest over to the right side of the mat. So I used a block for one of my hands just to give me a little bit of support. You might not need it. Either way though, square the sits bones to face the back side of the mat and allow the left side of your low back to get a deeper stretch. Come back to center. And if you're using your block, place your hands onto the block and have the block underneath your nose. Inhale, standing splits. Unwrap your right thigh off of your left and begin to lengthen your right leg any amount up to the ceiling. Look back to the wall behind you. To help with your alignment, rotate your right kneecap to face the floor. Option one, stay here, but if you want to build core and back strength, inhale, standing L. So you lift your shoulders, sacrum and sternum, all in line with each other. Over time, you can bring one or both hands to the heart, reach your arms back for an airplane, or lengthen the arms out for warrior three, but prioritize sternum, sacrum, in line. Inhale, mountain, come all the way back up to the ceiling. And exhale, forward fold. Let's take that all over again on the left. Crisscross your left thigh over your right for twisted warrior. Line up your toes. Hug the inner thighs in tightly together. This time, a little steer back of the left tush to the back right corner to help square your hips. Begin to walk your hands and chest over to the left side of the mat. Option for a block underneath your hand for extra support. Spiral the inner thighs towards each other and create a little bit of extra extension in the right side of the low back. Inhale, come back to center. If you're using the block, line it up underneath your nose, both hands to the block. Inhale, standing splits. Lift the left leg up to the ceiling. Rotate your left hip flexor to face the floor. Spin your toes to face the ground as well. Look back towards your right knee. And if you want to fight gravity here, inhale, standing L. So lifting from the ground up to help pull your chest up in line with your hips. And it's a lot harder coming from ground up. Turn the left hip flexor down. Tiny, tiny up dog in the chest. But once the sternum and the sacrum are in line with each other, maybe, just maybe, hands to heart, airplane arms, or a warrior 3. Take a round of breath. Inhale, mountain, and shake it out. Let it go. Great job. Inhale, mountain, hold and lift. Exhale, forward fold, drop your head. Inhale, halfway lift, elongate your breath and back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up to the ceiling. And exhale, half pigeon. Start to draw your right knee towards your right wrist and either scooch your right ankle in line with the left wrist or bring your right heel closer back to your hips. When you are ready, lower your forehead down. Another great place for the block if you need to rest your forehead on that. And if your right glute feels really far from the floor, slide your block underneath your right patukas. And if you don't know what a patukas is, it's not my pay grade. Relax your shoulders down though. Let gravity help sink your hips closer down to the floor. If they're not already, point your left toes just to keep the heel in line with the toes. Inhale, start to lift yourself back up. Tuck your left toes underneath you. 3-leg down dog kick, but basically move your hips and knees however feels comfortable for you. When you are ready, lift your left leg up to the ceiling and exhale, half pigeon. Left knee towards the left wrist, left ankle either towards the right wrist or closer back towards your thighs. When you are ready, lower your head down. Lengthen from your right toes all the way out through the crown of your head. And if you feel yourself veering more to one side of the mat than the other, aim for center. And while the front of your body sinks deeper and deeper down to the floor, allow the back line, your neck and shoulders to all feel a little bit lighter and easier as we hold here. Inhale, lift yourself back up. 3-leg down dog, shake out your knee, hips, whatever feels good for you. And then drop down to your knees. We'll take this into Camel Pose. So separate your knees about hip width distance. Dig the heels of your hands to that bony ridge above your glutes. Hide your elbows behind your body. Breathe in, lift your head. And exhale, drop the head back to the wall behind you, Camel Ustrasana. Use your hands to help push your hips forward. And don't worry about touching your heels. Allow your mid-spine to get the stretch. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, take a seat on your heels. Sit here for a little bit, not only to help neutralize your spinal column, but to give the body a moment to breathe. When you are ready, swing your legs out in front of you and slowly lower down onto your back. Happy baby, Ananda Balasana, connect your feet onto the ceiling. My hope is that this happy baby feels so much easier, more accessible, and just better in your body since the first time you were here. Draw your knees into your chest, squeeze yourself into a little ball. Exhale, Shavasana. Take a second to get comfortable. We're ending class how we began, to see the other side of the coin. What is different from the first time you were here observe the changes that have happened. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release. And for a few moments, this is the most important thing that you need to do for yourself. If you would like to be guided out, deepen your breath and begin to move your hands and feet. When you are ready, take a good morning stretch. And all of this is at your own pace. So when you're ready, roll to whichever side feels most comfortable for you. Use your hands to begin to lift yourself up to a seat. Bring your hands into a prayer position at your heart. Take a moment and sit with this feeling. To close out our practice, lift your thumbs to your third eye center, bow forward. Namaste. Beautiful job, everybody. Dance, 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 dance. Awesome job, you guys. Thank you so much for taking class. Please remember to hit the like button, the subscribe button. I'm assuming they are here. Also, did you know that you could book a class with me? Yeah, we could do what we just did, but like with my face talking to your face. So consider that. Share with your friends. I'll see you guys very soon.